What's up guys? Today I'll be bringing you a bit of a different video. I wanted to make a video for people that are stuck in that sub 10 kill range, or for people who play a little more laid back and would like to learn how to play more aggressive. I'm going to share with you the strategies I use when I'm in a gunfight, or just when I'm going for kills. This video will not include any sensitivity settings, because we all have our different preferences, and no single setting is considered the best. With that being said, first things first. If you are not yet comfortable with the gunplay in this game, I highly recommend dropping school, pachinko, or military base over and over and over again. This will get you better at the shooting and looting mechanics of the game. Once you consistently make it out of those three places alive, I challenge you to go a step further and do the same thing in a solo versus duos game. After you think you can handle solos versus duos, queue up in a one-man squad game. Once you start to do well in a one-man squad game, while continuing to be aggressive, you will start to see improvements in your movement, aim, and kill count. I also recommend you play in first person's perspective because it allows for a more aggressive and action-packed game due to players losing their third person peek advantage. The first part of my strategy is to drop where there's action, like I said previously, but instead of going guns blazing, land at places where you minimize as much risks as possible. For example, when I go to school, I land on ground level. Then I go up to every window peeking in, looking for guns that I can pick up. Other places like this could be the outskirts of pachinko or the garages at military base. This tip gives you a chance to take matters in your own hands, rather than leaving your fate in the hands of the game. Once you've landed at one of these spots, you should be able to find a gun and maybe some armor. This gives you a chance to have suitable gear before being shot at or even seeing another player. It's most important that you find a spot that works well for you and that you are used to. Overall, try not to go to the most obvious spot that everyone will go to, like the apartments at military base or the roof of school. Now once you find a gun, make it a habit to pick up one packet of ammo with it and reload. This way you will already have a reloaded gun if anyone is close by or if you need to react quickly. Another tip is for you to rely on your hearing. If you do not have a headset that plays in-game sound, I highly recommend you get one, for it is crucial when winning gunfights and getting more kills. Acquiring knowledge by listening for a player's position, what gun the player is using, or if the player is distracted, is essential for gaining the upper hand on your opponent. Once you've gathered enough information on a player, decide if it's safe to go after the kill or wait for a better time to take him out. Using the commotion of other players' gunfights is a key time to make a move and a very easy strategy to get some kills. Another strategy I use when in a gunfight is to constantly change my position. By doing this, I continue to remain in control of the gunfight while leaving the other player confused. When moving around, I try to peek windows or other objects in order to get a good angle on the other player. This allows me to easily take him out when his attention is elsewhere. If you go into a fight thinking you are smarter than the other player, more times than not you will come out on top. When I'm in a house or a complex, I try to make my stay short. Although this strategy could get you farther into a game, it could also put you in a situation which you can't make it out alive. After I survive the first few gunfights of the game, I do three things in order to find other players. One option I consider is to go crate hunting, which 9 times out of 10 yields a few gunfights and good guns for late game. If I don't choose to go crate hunting, I usually end up at choke points. Examples of such choke points could be the bridges of military base or Rozhok by school. The last thing I do is try to recall what the flight path of the plane was when the game just started. With this I can determine where the majority of players landed and which routes they will take in order to get into the next zone. Each of these options are just as viable as the other, and will more than likely provide you with an action-packed mid-game. For the end of this video, I'm going to leave you with a few small tricks I use when I'm in a bad situation. If I'm stuck at the top of a house with people at the bottom, I'll usually punch out a window. This will make the other players think I jumped out. Now I have a chance to surprise my enemies when they come upstairs, or an opportunity to run away when they're looking for me on the ground. Another trick I use when in a gunfight is shooting out windows. Shooting out windows allows me to vault inside or outside without being heard. This will help me put myself in a position that the enemy is not expecting. Alright, that might have been a lot to take in for 5 minutes, but this is just a brief understanding of what my mindset is when I'm in a gunfight or when I'm just going for kills. This does not mean that this is the only strategy when going for kills or winning more gunfights. It's just these strategies worked best for me when I was struggling with the game. I hope these tips will get you more kills in the future games to come. If you like what you saw and want more videos like this going further into the mechanics of the game, give a thumbs up and subscribe. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video.